And now I have in front of me a turkey breast. You can create a really delicious turkey dinner in no time at all by roasting a rolled turkey breast that's flavored with a delicious compound butter flavored with orange zest, sage, and parsley. This is a fresh turkey breast. It is a lovely piece of meat. I want to turn this over because I want to butterfly it. Breast has a lot of gorgeous meat, and I'm going to flatten out the thick parts by just slicing like that and like this. Don't cut through the skin, don't cut through the flesh. Now turn it over again and loosen the skin with your fingertips. By loosening under the skin, you create a cavity in which you can put your flavored butter. Be prepared while you're working with raw poultry like this or any raw meat, just keep rinsing your hands after you deal with this. So there, okay, so that's loose. And now for the compound butter. 6 tablespoons of softened butter, unsalted, with a zester like this. Just take off the skin of a nice, big, bright-skinned orange. It's very flavorful. Zest adds such a nice flavor to the turkey meat. And always zest before you cut the orange and juice it. It's very hard to zest a squeezed orange skin. There. You're going to need the juice of the orange too, so you can juice the orange at this point if you like. You can just squeeze the juice. You can use a reamer for this. You can just reserve this for later when you're making the gravy. And into the butter and orange zest, put some salt and pepper and some chopped parsley and chopped sage. This is so good. So here we have our compound butter. And take half of this and insert it under the turkey breast. You just put a quarter of it under this side, a quarter under this side. And then you can kind of flatten it out through the skin. So now turn this over. Flatten it out as much as you can. I would put a little bit of salt on the meat, not too much, and a little bit of the pepper and the rest of the butter. Slather it all over the meat. And if the butter is at room temperature, it's so easy to spread it, so easy to deal with it. Now the rolling. Roll the short end up. And we try to get a roll that's of even thickness. And now to tie. Start on one end, and then you can put this around your hand like this and pull tight. What you're trying to do is hold it in place, make it of a uniform circumference. It's the same stitch that an embroiderer uses when you finish off the edge of a blanket. That's why it's called the blanket stitch. So there, that looks extremely neat. And take this string underneath and tie right here to finish it off. And there, that looks great. So now this goes into an oven-proof pan. A skillet like this works very, very well. And have your oven preheated to 400 degrees. So big, thick slices, quarter-inch thick slices of onion as the base for the pan. This adds flavor and also some nice vegetables to eat. Carrots, you can just put these around. You're making kind of a vegetable-lined grill pan for your lovely turkey breast. And put the breast right on top. And now add 1 cup of chicken stock. If you have turkey stock in the freezer, use that. And season the skin with a sprinkling of salt and pepper. right into your oven. Baste every 15 minutes until the interior reaches 150 degrees, about an hour and 30 minutes. So here is our roasted turkey breast. Take off all of the trussing string. So I'm going to let it just sit here until I defat the gravy. All of these vegetables, remove them from the liquid in the pan. So now, put this into a gravy separator. This is a fat separator. There's a little strainer on the top of this particular one, which I like very much. And you just pour all this juice into here. And you can see the fat is rising to the top of the meat liquid. So into a warm skillet, you can add that orange juice. Remember, if there's any little bits, the orange juice will loosen them. But this is a pretty clean pan. And now your lovely juice from the turkey itself. Add that to your pan. And see how the fat is staying in the separator? Oh, this is such a great thing. Just to stop, that's all the fat. Bring this to a boil, have a whisk handy, and then you will add your flour mixture. 1½ teaspoons of instant flour and 1 1/4 cups of chicken stock. This is a very good method for a lumpless gravy. So while this cooks, it's going to take about 8 minutes to thicken. You can slice the meat. And I suggest cutting it for a dinner party. I think 1/4 inch thick, like these slices, would be pretty and very tasty. And so here is our gravy. Just pour it into a serving bowl or gravy boat if you have one. And don't forget, if you're going to serve this at a dinner party, a nice icy cold Sauvignon Blanc would be very delightful. Enjoy. Imagine turkey this good in less than 2 hours. Thank you all very, very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Cooking School. Toast 2 slices of your favorite white sandwich bread. Spread both sides with mayonnaise. Layer 1 slice of bread with iceberg lettuce. Top with tomato and crisp bacon. Thinly slice leftover roast turkey breast and place on top. Sandwich together with the second slice of toast. Carefully cut using a serrated knife. Serve with your favorite pickles.